The massive circular chamber of the Galactic Council gleamed with polished metallic surfaces and holographic displays. Representatives from 17 different alien civilizations sat in their designated areas, their various appendages and body structures arranged comfortably on seats designed for diverse physiological needs. When the human delegation entered, a collective murmur of amusement rippled through the assembly. They looked so ordinary. No advanced exoskeletons, no visible energy implants, just standard-issue uniforms and what appeared to be basic equipment. Michael Roberts, the lead human representative, carried a standard-issue rifle, a weapon that looked almost primitive compared to the energy-based technology surrounding them. The Krell-Nox representatives, tall crystalline beings with multiple refraction points for eyes, started chittering in what could only be described as laughter. "They'd bring chemical propulsion weapons," whispered Zornak, the Pleiadian diplomat, to his colleague. In an era of plasma cannons and quantum disruptors, the human delegation remained calm. Michael stepped forward, his movements deliberate and professional. Behind him, 2 military attaches carried additional weapons, a mix of rifles, pistols, and what seemed like remarkably simple technological devices. The council president, a tentacled being from the Aquarian system, gestured for silence. Humanity's representatives will now present their technological capabilities, the universal translator rendering the words in perfect, emotionless English. Michael Roberts began his presentation. His first slide showed ballistic performance charts, material stress diagrams, and kinetic energy calculations. The alien representatives expected complex energy signatures, but instead saw something far more fundamental, pure, calculated physics. "Our weapons may seem simple," Michael explained, "but they represent centuries of metallurgical research, advanced manufacturing techniques, and an understanding of kinetic energy that goes beyond conventional thinking." The Krell-Nox representatives continued their not-so-subtle mockery. Their translators converted their crystalline vibrations into audible sounds of derision. Chemical explosions, metallic projectiles. "We have shields that can absorb quantum fluctuations." What the aliens didn't understand was the human approach to problem solving. Where they saw complexity, humans saw elegant simplicity. Where they expected high-energy solutions, humans offered refined, calculated mechanics. Michael's presentation continued. He demonstrated how human bullets could penetrate advanced energy shields, how their metallurgical compositions allowed for unprecedented accuracy and damage potential. Each slide was a testament to human engineering, not flashy, but devastatingly effective. The military attaches began a practical demonstration. They set up targets, replicas of alien defensive systems, and began firing. The results were unexpected. Projectiles pierced what were supposed to be impenetrable energy barriers. The kinetic impact transferred energy in ways the alien defensive systems had never anticipated. Each shot was a precise calculation of mass, velocity, and material interaction. Silence gradually replaced the earlier laughter. The mockery died down, replaced by a growing sense of professional curiosity. The Pleiadian diplomats leaned forward, their multi-lobed brains processing the unexpected data. The Krell-Nox representatives' crystalline structures seemed to vibrate with a newfound respect. Michael Roberts knew exactly what was happening. This wasn't just a weapons presentation. It was a demonstration of human potential. Their strength wasn't in flashy technology, but in deep, fundamental understanding of physical principles. "We don't just create weapons," Michael concluded. "We solve problems. Our approach is about understanding core principles, not just creating complex solutions." The council president's tentacles shifted, a gesture that in their culture signified genuine interest. The chamber, moments ago filled with derision, now hummed with a different energy: respect, curiosity, and a dawning realization. Humanity had just changed the conversation about technological capability, not through complicated demonstrations, but through simple, elegant engineering. As the presentation concluded, the alien representatives exchanged glances, The humans had done more than present weapons. They had challenged fundamental assumptions about technological superiority. And they were just getting started. The diplomatic conference hall was designed to be a neutral ground, a massive circular room with transparent walls showing the starry expanse of space. Representatives from dozens of galactic civilizations had gathered to discuss potential trade routes and border agreements. No one expected an attack. The first explosion came without warning. A section of the transparent wall suddenly shattered, revealing a squadron of sleek, black assault ships belonging to the Vorn Collective, a militaristic civilization known for sudden, brutal conquests. Panic erupted instantly. Alien diplomats scrambled for cover, their advanced personal shields flickering to life. Energy weapons typically meant instant protection. Except today would be different. Michael Roberts and his security team were positioned near the human delegation sector. Unlike other representatives who were frozen in shock, they moved with practiced precision. Within seconds, they had formed a defensive perimeter. "Contact," shouted Roberts, drawing his standard-issue M4 rifle. The first wave of Vorn attackers breached the conference hall. They were imposing creatures, 2.5 meters tall, covered in metallic exoskeletons that typically deflected most energy weapons. Their personal shields were considered the most advanced in the known galaxy. The human security team didn't hesitate. Gunfire erupted. But these weren't energy blasts or plasma streams. These were traditional ballistic rounds, metal projectiles traveling at incredible velocities. The first Vorn warriors didn't even understand what was happening. Traditional alien defensive protocols expected energy dissipation. Their shields were designed to absorb and redirect electromagnetic and plasma-based attacks. But kinetic energy, pure physical impact, that was something entirely different. The first round struck with devastating efficiency. Asterisk crack, crack, crack asterisk. Each bullet penetrated the Vorn's supposedly impenetrable shields. The projectiles didn't just hit, they asterisk destroyed asterisk. Metallic exoskeletons shattered. Advanced personal defense systems collapsed under the sheer kinetic impact. Within 30 seconds, the first wave of attackers was neutralized. The remaining Vorn warriors hesitated. Their tactical systems were reporting impossible data. How could these simple metal projectiles defeat their most advanced defensive technologies? Roberts and his team continued their systematic defense. Each shot was precise, calculated. They weren't just shooting. They were solving a complex tactical equation with every trigger pull. Alien diplomats watched in stunned silence. The humans were treating a potentially catastrophic attack like a carefully orchestrated military exercise. More Vorn ships appeared outside. Their commanders likely expected easy pickings, a simple smash-and-grab operation against unprepared diplomatic personnel. They were wrong. The human security team used the conference hall's architecture perfectly. They identified choke points, created overlapping fields of fire, and moved with a synchronization that suggested years of joint training. Vorn warriors who managed to enter found themselves caught in a deadly crossfire. Their advanced energy weapons became useless. Their shields, a technological marvel in every other conflict, were now nothing more than expensive decorations. Roberts communicated calmly with the other diplomatic security teams. Establish defensive positions. Protect civilian personnel. Within 45 minutes, the attack was over. The conference hall, moments ago a scene of potential massacre, was now a testament to human military efficiency. The casualties told a stark story: 0 human losses. Approximately 87% of the Vorn assault force eliminated. As emergency response teams arrived, alien representatives stared at the human security team with a mixture of shock, respect, and newfound understanding. The Vorn Collective had just learned an expensive lesson. Humanity wasn't just another species to be conquered. They were a force to be seriously reconsidered. Michael Roberts holstered his weapon, surveyed the scene, and allowed himself a slight professional smile. Just another day at the office. Outside, the stars continued their silent watch, witnesses to a moment that would change galactic military doctrine forever. The Galactic Science Symposium had never been so quiet. Typically, these conferences buzzed with complex discussions about quantum technologies and advanced energy systems. Today, every scientific mind was focused on one topic: human weapons technology. Dr. Emily Thompson stood at the central podium, her presentation slides displaying intricate ballistic calculations and material science diagrams. Behind her, a holographic display showed slow-motion footage of bullets penetrating advanced alien defensive systems. "What makes human projectile weapons unique isn't magic," she began. "It's pure physics and metallurgical engineering." The assembled alien scientists leaned forward. Representatives from the Quantum Research Collective, the Pleiadian Technology Institute, and dozens of other advanced civilizations waited with unprecedented attention. Thompson's first slide showed a cross-section of a standard human rifle bullet. What looked simple to the untrained eye was actually a marvel of engineering. Multiple layers of specialized alloys, precision machined with tolerances measured in microscopic increments. "Our bullets are not just pieces of metal," she explained. "They're complex engineered systems designed to maximize kinetic energy transfer." She demonstrated how human metallurgists had developed alloys that could maintain structural integrity under extreme conditions. Where alien technologies relied on complex energy manipulation, humans focused on fundamental material science. The Krelnock scientific delegation, previously the most vocal mockers, now sat in complete silence. Their crystalline structures seemed to vibrate with genuine scientific curiosity. Thompson walked through the technical details. She explained how human engineers had solved problems that other civilizations considered impossible. Bullets that could maintain perfect aerodynamic stability, materials that could withstand incredible stress, manufacturing techniques that ensured near-perfect consistency. "Consider this," she said, pointing to a complex diagram. "Traditional alien shield systems are designed to dissipate energy. They expect weapons to function like waves, something that can be scattered or absorbed. Our projectiles work differently." The holographic display showed a bullet's journey through an energy shield. Instead of being deflected, the projectile maintained its trajectory with minimal energy loss. It was physics turned into a weapon. Alien scientists began taking furious notes. What they were seeing challenged fundamental assumptions about weapon design and defensive technologies. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, another human researcher, joined Thompson on stage. He brought with him an array of physical samples: bullet casings, metallurgical composites, and precision-engineered weapon components. "It's not about complexity," Rodriguez explained. "It's about understanding core principles. We don't just create a weapon. We solve a complex engineering problem." The symposium transformed from a potential mockery to a genuine academic exploration. Each slide, each explanation peeled back another layer of human technological approach. They showed how human bullets could be adapted to different gravitational environments, how manufacturing tolerances could be maintained across massive production scales, how material science could create projectiles that performed consistently, whether fired in zero gravity or dense planetary atmospheres. The Pleiadian representatives were particularly impressed. Their multi-lobed brains processed the information with growing respect. This wasn't just weapon design. This was a fundamental approach to problem-solving. Thompson's final demonstration was the most impressive. She showed how a standard human rifle could be modified to work in environments that would destroy most alien weapon systems. Extreme cold, high radiation, variable gravity. The human designs adapted and performed. "We don't create one-purpose technologies," she concluded. "We create adaptable solutions." As the presentation ended, the symposium erupted not in laughter, but in genuine scientific discourse. Alien researchers surrounded the human delegation, asking detailed technical questions. The Galactic Science Symposium had just witnessed a technological paradigm shift. Humanity had demonstrated that sometimes the most advanced solution isn't the most complicated one. Outside the conference hall, The universe seemed to pause, recognizing that something fundamental had just changed. The Galactic Military Strategy Command looked different today. Where once alien military leaders had gathered to discuss advanced energy weapon deployments, now they were studying human weapon schematics with unprecedented intensity. General Robert Williams stood at the central holographic display, his calm demeanor a stark contrast to the excitement buzzing through the room. Representatives from 12 different galactic civilizations surrounded him, their various appendages and sensory organs focused on every detail of his presentation. Weapon adaptation isn't about complexity, Williams began. It's about understanding fundamental principles of combat and physics. The first set of technical documents revealed something revolutionary. Human weapon designs weren't just effective. They were modular, adaptable, and remarkably simple to manufacture. Where alien weapon systems required complex energy calibration and rare materials, human designs used readily available resources. The Zorn Defensive Confederation's lead strategist, a multi-limbed creature with advanced sensory capabilities, leaned forward. His translation device converted his complex biological communication into clear speech. "Your weapons can be produced at scale?" he asked. Williams nodded. "Not just produced, rapidly modified for different combat environments." He demonstrated how a standard rifle could be quickly reconfigured for desert warfare, Arctic conditions, zero-gravity combat, and high radiation zones. Each modification required minimal specialized tools and could be completed by minimally trained personnel. The alien military representatives exchanged glances. This was something entirely new. Traditional galactic military doctrine relied on highly specialized, incredibly complex weapon systems. Each environment required unique technological solutions. Weapon modification meant weeks of recalibration and massive resource investment. Humans had solved this with elegant simplicity. The technical documentation revealed layers of innovation. Standard rifle barrels could be quickly replaced. Ammunition could be manufactured using local materials. Maintenance protocols were so straightforward that even non-technical personnel could handle basic repairs. "We designed for reliability," Williams explained, "not just performance." The Quantum Tactical Research Division began requesting comprehensive technical documentation. They weren't just interested. They were desperate to understand the human approach. Williams walked them through practical examples. He showed footage from recent conflict zones, human military units repairing weapons under extreme conditions, adapting ammunition designs on the fly, maintaining combat effectiveness where other civilizations would have been completely disabled. The Pleiadian military attaché asked a critical question. How do you maintain such consistent performance across different production facilities? The answer was surprisingly simple. Standardized manufacturing protocols, rigorous quality control, and a cultural emphasis on engineering precision. Human weapon designs incorporated redundancy, adaptability, and simplicity. Where alien technologies sought complexity, human engineers sought reliability. By the presentation's end, something fundamental had changed. The alien military representatives weren't just requesting technical documentation. They were seeking collaboration. The Zorn Defensive Confederation made the first official request. They wanted joint training programs, technical exchange agreements, and comprehensive weapon system studies. Other civilizations quickly followed. The Quantum Tactical Research Division proposed immediate technological partnership. The Galactic Defensive Coordination Council scheduled emergency meetings. Williams understood the deeper implications. This wasn't just about weapons. This was about a fundamentally different approach to technological problem-solving. As the meeting concluded, the holographic displays continued showing human weapon designs. Simple, elegant, devastatingly effective. The universe was watching, and humanity had just changed the game. Outside the conference hall, stars continued their silent vigil, witnessing a moment that would reshape galactic military doctrine forever. The Nexus cluster conflict erupted without warning. 3 major galactic civilizations clashed in a massive interstellar war zone that stretched across 17 star systems. Conventional military predictions suggested a prolonged, destructive engagement that could last decades. Nobody anticipated the human intervention. The first human expeditionary force arrived with remarkable efficiency. No flashy energy signatures, no complex deployment protocols. Just precise, calculated military movement. Commander Laura Peterson's fleet consisted of surprisingly simple vessels, where alien warships boasted complex energy signatures and massive shield generators. Human ships looked almost mundane. Metallic hulls, practical design, minimal advanced technological indicators. But those ships carried something special: human military doctrine. The initial battle unfolded in the Sigma-9 planetary system. The Zorn Collective and Quantum Resistance were locked in a seemingly endless conflict. Massive energy weapons exchanged devastating blows. Entire planetary sectors burned with quantum-based weapon discharges. Then the humans arrived. Their first actions defied traditional galactic warfare principles. Instead of engaging with massive energy weapons, they deployed precision strike teams. Small units equipped with advanced kinetic weaponry moved with surgical accuracy. The Zorn defensive lines, built to withstand complex energy attacks, crumbled quickly. Human tactical teams identified critical infrastructure points. Where other civilizations would launch massive bombardments, humans used precise, calculated strikes. Each bullet, each tactical movement was a carefully solved mathematical equation. Commander Peterson's communication was crisp, professional. Identify critical nodes. Minimize collateral damage. Neutralize strategic capabilities. The conflict's dynamics changed within hours. Human soldiers moved differently. No complex battle suits, no advanced energy implants. Just pure tactical training, adaptive thinking, and weapons that worked consistently across multiple combat environments. Their rifles penetrated defensive systems that had stopped entire alien armadas. Their tactical communication systems remained operational in environments that would have disabled most advanced technologies. The Quantum Resistance, initially skeptical, watched in growing amazement. Human units moved like living mathematical algorithms. Each squad functioned as a perfect, interconnected system. Battles that would have traditionally lasted months were resolved in days, not through overwhelming force, but through precise, calculated intervention. By the conflict's third week, something extraordinary happened. The warring civilizations began requesting human military advisors, not as mercenaries, but as genuine strategic partners. Peterson understood the deeper implication. This wasn't just about winning battles. This was demonstrating a fundamentally different approach to conflict resolution. Her after-action reports were masterpieces of military understatement. Precise, detailed, completely devoid of unnecessary complexity. The Galactic Military Coordination Council watched the human intervention with a mixture of shock and growing respect. Entire military doctrines were being rewritten in real time. What made human military performance unique wasn't advanced technology. It was adaptability, problem-solving, a cultural approach that transformed complex challenges into manageable solutions. As the Nexus cluster conflict concluded, the statistics told a remarkable story. Minimal human casualties, unprecedented strategic efficiency, complex conflict resolved in weeks instead of decades, minimal infrastructure destruction. The universe had just witnessed something unprecedented. Humanity hadn't just participated in a conflict. They had redefined how conflicts could be approached. Outside the war zones, stars continued their silent rotation, witnesses to a moment that would reshape galactic military understanding forever. The message was clear. Sometimes, the most advanced solution isn't about complexity. It's about understanding fundamental principles. And no one understood that better than humans. The Technological Innovation Center on New Terra gleamed like a beacon of human engineering potential. Representatives from nearly 30 galactic civilizations gathered to witness a revolution that would reshape weapon design forever. Dr. Michael Rodriguez stood at the central holographic display, his presentation ready to challenge everything the galaxy thought it knew about technological development. Weapon evolution isn't about complexity, he began. It's about solving fundamental problems with elegant solutions. The presentation revealed a stunning transformation. Traditional alien weapon systems were being completely redesigned, incorporating human engineering principles. Gone were the complex energy-based technologies that had dominated galactic warfare for centuries. Hybrid weapon systems emerged as the new standard. These weren't just human designs. They were collaborative innovations that combined the best technological approaches from multiple civilizations. The Quantum Technological Consortium's lead researcher couldn't hide her fascination. Holographic displays showed how simple kinetic principles could be enhanced with advanced energy manipulation techniques. Rodriguez walked through the technological evolution. Simple human ballistic designs were now being integrated with alien energy transfer technologies. The result was something entirely unprecedented: weapons that combine reliability with advanced capabilities. Manufacturing protocols transformed dramatically. Where alien civilizations required massive, specialized production facilities, human-inspired designs allowed for more flexible, adaptable production methods. The economic implications were enormous. Smaller civilizations could now develop advanced weapon systems without massive infrastructure investments. The complex technological barriers that had previously limited military development were crumbling. The Pleiadian Economic Council presented stunning projections. The new weapon design paradigm could potentially reduce military equipment costs by up to 60% across multiple civilizations. But it wasn't just about weapons. The human approach to engineering was creating a cascade of technological innovations: medical equipment, space exploration technologies, communication systems. Everything was being reimagined through the lens of simplicity and adaptability. Dr. Rodriguez's final demonstration was the most impressive. He showed a weapon system that could be completely reconfigured using minimal tools, adaptable to multiple environmental conditions, and manufactured using locally available resources. The alien representatives were no longer just listening. They were taking detailed notes. The Zorn Defensive Confederation's lead engineer approached Rodriguez after the presentation. "This isn't just about weapons," he said through his translation device. "This is a completely new approach to technological problem-solving." Economic reports began streaming in from across the galaxy. The technological revolution was creating unprecedented opportunities. Smaller civilizations could now develop advanced technologies that were previously impossible. Human engineering consultants became the most sought-after professionals in the galaxy, not because of complex technological solutions, but because of their ability to solve problems with elegant, simple approaches. The transformation went beyond military technologies. Space exploration designs, medical equipment, communication systems, everything was being reimagined. Universities across multiple civilizations began developing new curriculum focused on human-inspired engineering principles. The core message was simple: complexity isn't progress. Understanding fundamental principles is. By the presentation's end, something fundamental had changed. The galaxy was no longer looking at humans as a young, unexperienced civilization. They were now seen as technological innovators. Rodriguez understood the deeper implications. This wasn't just about weapons or technology. This was about a cultural approach to problem-solving that challenged fundamental assumptions. As the conference concluded, holographic displays continued showing the new hybrid weapon designs. Simple, elegant, revolutionary. The universe seemed to pause, recognizing that something extraordinary had just happened. Outside the Innovation Center, the stars continued their silent rotation, witnesses to a moment that would reshape technological understanding forever. Humanity had done more than introduce new technologies. They had introduced a new way of thinking about technological innovation. And the galaxy would never be the same again. The Galactic Council chamber had never felt so different. Where once humans were viewed as technological novices, they now sat as equal, respected partners in interstellar diplomacy. Ambassador Robert Thompson walked with measured confidence. Behind him, a delegation of human engineers, military strategists, and scientific experts represented humanity's newfound status. The Council President, a massive tentacled being from the Aquarian system, initiated the formal proceedings. We gather to acknowledge humanity's unprecedented contributions to galactic technological development. Those words would have been unimaginable just months earlier. The formal apology came first. Representatives from civilizations that had previously mocked human technological capabilities now stood to recognize their fundamental mistake. The Krellnox delegation, whose crystalline structures once vibrated with mockery, now demonstrated genuine respect. "We misjudged humanity," the Krellnox representative stated. "Our understanding of technological progress was fundamentally limited." Thompson listened professionally, understanding the deeper significance of this moment. This wasn't just a diplomatic ceremony. This was a fundamental shift in galactic perception. The technical achievements spoke for themselves. Human-inspired weapon and technology designs had revolutionized multiple sectors. Military efficiency had increased. Manufacturing costs had dropped. Smaller civilizations now had technological opportunities previously impossible. Economic reports demonstrated the massive impact. The hybrid technological approach developed through human engineering principles had created trillions in new economic opportunities. But it wasn't just about technology. It was about a fundamental approach to problem solving. Where alien civilizations saw complexity, humans saw elegant solutions. Where others sought advanced technological signatures, humans focused on fundamental principles. The Quantum Tactical Research Division presented comprehensive reports. Human engineering approaches had solved problems that had challenged galactic civilizations for centuries. Medical technologies improved. Space exploration capabilities expanded. Communication systems became more reliable and adaptable. Thompson's diplomatic team had prepared carefully. They weren't seeking dominance. They were offering collaborative partnership. "Our goal," Thompson explained, "is collective advancement, not technological superiority, but shared understanding." The Galactic Council members exchanged meaningful glances. This was diplomacy at its most sophisticated, offering collaboration instead of competition. Collaborative research agreements were signed. Technology exchange programs were established. For the first time, multiple galactic civilizations would work together with humanity as a genuine, respected partner. The Zorn Defensive Confederation's lead strategist summarized the sentiment perfectly. Humanity doesn't just solve problems. They reimagine how problems can be approached. Outside the council chambers, representatives from dozens of civilizations discussed the new possibilities. The universe seemed to hold its breath, recognizing a transformative moment. Economic projections suggested this could be the beginning of the most significant technological renaissance in galactic history. Thompson understood the moment's deeper significance. This wasn't about weapons or technology. This was about a cultural approach to innovation that challenged fundamental assumptions. The final agreement included comprehensive collaboration protocols. Humanity would share its engineering principles. Other civilizations would contribute their unique technological perspectives. As the ceremony concluded, holographic displays showed images of human and alien scientists working together. Collaborative, respectful, focused on collective advancement. The Galactic Council Chamber, once a place of mockery, now represented genuine partnership. The stars outside continued their silent rotation, witnesses to a moment that would reshape galactic civilization forever. Humanity had done more than introduce new technologies. They had introduced a new way of thinking about collective progress, and the universe would never be the same again.